ever since deciding to retire from being a competitive League of Legends player and becoming a broadcast personality slash analyst slash content creator slash co-streamer slash whatever, Caedrel's career just, took off, an absolute rocket ship to the moon. This guy was pretty much an instant star. People loved his personality. People loved how well-spoken he was. People loved how knowledgeable he was about the game, but also, funny, interesting. He added a lot to the LEC. And in just his first year in this role, obviously he won Analyst of the Year, which was crazy. Congrats to him. I don't think a lot of people were surprised by that. He did a really awesome job. It seemed like he was thriving. His social medias were on fire. It seemed like the LEC was thriving. It seems like everyone should have been happy. But obviously, we already covered on this channel a little bit that things this offseason maybe didn't go just as Caedrel would have expected, but today we have a really, really big update to the whole situation that might shed a little bit more light, that might add a little bit more clarity to everything that is going on. So definitely make sure you guys drop a like on this video if you do enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. And subscribe to stay up to date on my latest content. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Right now, I think we're on pace to do that, but that doesn't mean stop. That doesn't mean get complacent. Keep hitting that button. Keep running those numbers up. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, Caedrel, originally, November 18th, this is a month ago. We've already covered this, but just recapping to catch everybody up to speed. Caedrel tweeted this. There was rumors going around about him potentially becoming a head coach. Perks has gone, as far as to confirm these rumors that, Caedrel had head coaching, or maybe not head coaching, but coaching, I assume head coaching offers from Team Vitality to, join their staff. Perks was like, yeah, he was supposed to come work with us. But, Caedrel did tweet out this. He said, I will be staying as a caster. A lot of reasons why, but mainly I haven't experienced casting to its fullest. I mean, I've never even cast in front of a crowd yet. I don't want to jump ship only after 1 year. I want to fully commit to coaching when I decide to. Can't wait for next year. And yeah, people are like, awesome. Okay, Caedrel's coming back to the LEC. It's going to be fun. We're going to get another year of this. Hopefully we can get fans, in attendance at some point in 2022. It'll be cool to see how, Caedrel continues to grow, how the LEC continues to grow. All right, story's done. Maybe it would have been cool to see him as a coach, but, whatever. We'll see him another time. People are happy. Caedrel's going to stay. But then he tweeted out this, and he said, well, this didn't age well. And I covered this in a video, and I was like, well, it sounds like, things between the LEC and Caedrel are not going so well. Is that because Caedrel was asking for too much money? Is that because he wanted to be able to stream some more, or maybe get co-streaming rights? Did he play his hand too hard in negotiations? Or was Riot just like, hey, man, we can't afford you, or we don't want you? Was there some falling out? Was there something that happened? I don't know, but it didn't seem like he was going to be coming back to casting. Now, some people were like, hey, does this maybe mean that just crowds aren't going to be there? Or maybe he's not super excited to cast? And, I didn't really believe any of that, but there was still a lot of speculation and everything going on. Then we got this next tweet from Caedrel. He said, Mr. Daniel Dracos, I don't feel so good. And it's him, being deteriorated and pretty much confirming that he's not going to be coming back to the LEC. Again, we still don't know what happened. Maybe we'll never know what happened. I assume we'll talk about it at some point, but you also got to be careful about, airing your dirty laundry, especially if he maybe wants to make it back to the LEC or whatever someday. There's been a bunch of hot takes thrown around about what exactly happened. Again, some people are saying maybe it has something to do with co-streaming. Maybe it has something to do with him being a streamer, content creator. Maybe it has something to do with him just growing his brand so big that he's worth an amount of money and knows he's worth an amount of money that the LEC can't pay, doesn't want to pay, doesn't think it would be smart to pay, whatever. But this, in my eyes, did kind of wrap it up that, like, okay, this doesn't seem good. Caedrel and Dracos aren't going to be working together. Things are going downhill. But we did start getting some more updates to the situation, and that is where the bad news kind of stops and the good news hopefully starts. Caedrel did tweet this out. This was right before, I don't know if Ibai's team is called Koi or KOI or whatever, but when K-Corp and KOI or Koi were matching up for the show match, a lot of people were like, hey, Caedrel, are you going to co-stream this or whatever? And he tweeted out, a lot of people asked me to co-stream the Ibai versus K-Corp series. Unfortunately, it was restricted to only French and Spanish streams, although I'd love to be able to. However, good news is on the horizon. And people are like, hey, what does this mean? Does this mean that Caedrel is, gonna get co-streaming rights for the LFL for this season? Does this mean he's gonna be helping out with the LFL broadcast in some way? What exactly is going on? Has he found his new home for next year? Because there were so many people throwing out so many ideas like, hey, maybe he should just stream for the year. Maybe he should focus on content creation. Maybe he can just go real hard at co-streaming. Maybe he should go to the LCS. I saw some stuff like that thrown around. And it's all just kind of crazy. I'm sure he had a lot of different stuff going on. I know his wife had some tweets about like, hey, good news is coming, or everything happens for a reason, or, something like that. Some kind of like sappy tweet. And it seems like, he was finding some things out. He was figuring some things out. And then that gets us to the most recent tweet. He said, touched some grass today. Also wore my new shirt from OTP LOL. Now I can't remember exactly. It's like One Trick Productions or something, OTP. And I didn't really know exactly what they were. I clicked on the Twitter account, and obviously it's like a bunch of French stuff. So I was like, oh, is this like the LFL Twitter account or whatever? But it turns out OTP, again, I think it stands for One Trick Productions. They are actually the French exclusive broadcast rights holders for competitive League of Legends. I didn't know this, but they stream, the LFL on their Twitch channel and have a whole production and everything, just like Riot has with like the, English broadcast for the LEC. They stream the LFL. I believe they stream EU Masters, and they stream even the LEC just in French. They have their own production with casters, analysts, the whole shebang. And yeah, pretty cool. It's a cool little thing, but obviously, Caedrel said, he tweeted, also wore my new T-shit from OTP LOL, and then, fixed it saying T-shirt. And, so this, I think when you start putting all the other tweets together of him saying, hey, good news is coming soon, all of a sudden he's got a new OTP shirt, he's tweeting at them, they're retweeting it. There's obviously some kind of relationship there, but what exactly does this mean? I don't know for sure. Does it mean that he's going to be joining them on like the French broadcast? Is he going to be broadcasting, the LFL, EU Masters, and the LEC in French? Does he speak French well enough? I don't know. I don't watch Caedrel enough to be able to say that. Honestly, I don't know. Could he be coming to them to help out with like an English broadcast at some point, to some extent? Could he be, helping English broadcast the LFL? Because obviously they can't just do an English broadcast of like EU Masters or the LEC, that's kind of already taken. But there have been rumors, if not complete statements coming around, that the LFL is going to have an English broadcast this season. Will it be, Caedrel in the studio, doing something like that? Because obviously they had fans at the most recent K-Corp and KOI match. Or is there some kind of deal going on where Caedrel is just going to be, is this his way of maybe getting co-streaming rights? Is he going to be able to co-stream the LFL, potentially EU Masters, and potentially the LEC through OTP as well? I don't know, but it does seem like there is some kind of partnership or him joining up with them to some capacity. Now, again, I'm not an expert on the French League of Legends scene or OTP or how the French production or anything works out, so I am kind of looking for some help for some people. Also, I'm not a super expert on Caedrel. I see him on the LEC broadcast and stuff like that, but I don't watch his streams a ton. I don't watch his content and stuff a ton. I don't have anything against him. That just, I only have so many hours in a day, and I see enough of him on the analyst desk and everything. So I don't know, how, if he would work in like a French, production team or anything like that. I don't really know, but I do know that there is a lot of, breadcrumbs being left behind. There is definitely a trail to follow where something is going on with Caedrel and the OTP. Something's going on with Caedrel and them in terms of probably LFLs. Again, he's talking about, the K-Corp and KOI match. That good news is coming soon. So hopefully we will get the rest of this story very, very soon, but I did want to at least get this update video out to you guys because this tweet did come out today, and I just thought, it was another big puzzle piece in the grand scheme of things. So obviously I know a lot of people have been upset that Caedrel seems to, the relationship with the LEC doesn't seem to be going well, so I did want to put out some good news that it seems like we will be seeing Caedrel around in 2022, but it's still unclear and unknown to what capacity it's going to be. But hopefully we find out soon. I mean, we need to find out soon because all these leagues are starting, in like less than a month or a little over a month at this point. So that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think is going on in this Caedrel situation. What do you think he's going to be doing in 2022? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.